So anytime I have a really positive experience of asking a stranger if they want to pick out one of my artworks inspired by the Bible, it makes me really happy. And this actually reminds me of a story that I read in one of a Joyce Meyer's books. So let me share it with you. Serving others and God is the pathway to joy. I heard a story about a woman who went to her pastor for counseling because she was terribly depressed. He was a pastor with many years of experience and he knew right away what her problem was, but did not feel like she was ready to hear the truth. Instead of taking a risk of offending her, he gave her a homework assignment. He knew from past experience she liked to bake, so he asked her to go home and bake some cookies and give them away during the week and then come back for another appointment. The woman never returned for her next appointment, and when several weeks passed, the pastor noticed the woman at church and asked her why she never came back. She replied, "Oh, I got so excited when I started baking cookies and giving them to people that I forgot all about being depressed." The pastor knew her depression was rooted in selfishness and too much idle time to think about everything she didn't like about her life. He believed that if he could get her active doing something for others, God's joy would be released in her, and sure enough, it worked. Obviously, there's multiple reasons why a person could be depressed. But if you think that maybe your reason could be because of the fact that you just have so much time that you're so self-obsessed, all you do is think about yourself and doing things for yourself, right? For example, I really like painting, so I would just make things and I would just keep it for myself, right? Yeah, sometimes I would post a video about what I made, right? But I would still have the paintings for myself in my house. But so anyways, then I got this idea to just print them out and give them to people. Obviously, these ones are inspired by uplifting Bible verses. So that's good, but you can even do this if you just paint about anything, and you could ask people if they want to pick out a tiny painting, and you can still give that to them as well. After I was doing this, I was noticing that I was getting happier when I would do this, specifically when I'd have a really positive experience, because not every person that you go up to, even if they do accept this, it's not always a super positive experience, I think, because some people are a little bit more shy than others, and maybe they're like taken aback, because usually people aren't going up to other people asking them if they want to pick out like a mini piece of artwork, right? So sometimes they're taken aback where they just say thank you, oh, like this is nice, whatever, right? And that's kind of it. And I'm like, all right, have a nice day. But some people I really get to have a good conversation with, and I talk to them for a little bit, right? So for example, yesterday the girl I did it on, she was happy. I was talking to her a little bit, then she's like, oh, I'm gonna use this as my bookmark. Like I needed a bookmark, right? And so another time I did it to someone, and she's like, oh, this is so nice, like you made my day. And she had these donuts, and she's like, do you want a donut? And I'm a gluten-free, so I'm like, oh, I can't eat that, I'm gluten-free. And then she's like, oh, me too. I'm like, then why are you eating donuts? She's like, it's the summer, girl, I don't even care. One other girl, yeah, she was like, oh, I was having a bad day, and like this really made my day, whatever. So I get happy when I have like a really positive experience. It still does make me, I still do like handing it out, even if the experience isn't super positive, because it's still a good way to get out of your comfort zone. And